Hi there, and welcome to the Call to Cinema. I am Aaron, and I have been working like a dog the last few days, not just at my regular job, but at my Patreon account. There are so many videos that are coming up in the next 2 weeks on the Patreon that it is insane. Uh, so many. Hey there, William. Welcome, man. And today, what we're going to be doing, and this is kind of a deja vu for me because I set up and I thought I'd hit go live. Hey there, Dustin George. Hey there, Twisted. But I unfortunately hadn't. I was talking you had 88 zombies for around 5 minutes before I realized I had not actually hit the live button on here. Your video store, welcome, man. So what we're going to do tonight is these are the final few hours of the Arrow video sale. And I thought, since it's the final few hours of the Arrow video sale, and we haven't really kind of dived into it too much, we're going to look at it tonight because it's December the 12th, and it's coming closer and closer to the Christmas season and seeing like your Christmas shopping. So I'm going to say right now, let's see if we can help out getting some last minute gifts for some cinephiles out there and talk about like a lot of other things. For those that have already hit that like button, thank you so much, because it does help in this weird, twisty world that is the world of the YouTube algorithm. Like, share, subscribe, all that really cool stuff. Congratulations on getting your Vincent Hall today, by the way, man. And as always, there is a Patreon link down below. There's a lot of videos coming on this month, a lot report cards for all the boutique labels. I've even done one where I rank all the boutique labels in a kind of give a tier list ranking for all the boutique labels and tell you where I think they're at. I will be doing the Culty Awards, which is the best of 2021. That is coming up near the end of the year. I did a recent video actually with Piswell and a bunch of other really talented, amazing YouTubers on the Region Free channel. So if you've never checked out Region Free, they do like this panel discussion. They do a lot of really great stuff. And I was honored to be on there for the first time actually recently. And that was on Thursday this week. So with that being said, and I got all the YouTube stuff out of the way, like, share, subscribe. This is the end of the year. So if this channel as you felt this channel has been helpful in any way and you want to hit the donation link down below, much appreciated. Now, let's get right into it and let's talk about Arrow Video. They're one of the big companies that are out there. They're one of the biggest companies going right now. I'm going to tell you guys something. I already have chosen what my company of the year is for 2021. Because yes, I did choose this year who would be which company. I've got a top three list for the top three boutique labels of 2021, and I really do think that it's going to surprise you. I think it's going to give you a really big surprise, and I'm very interested in seeing what some of you guys think. Some of you guys are going to kind of be on the know ahead of time because you're on the Patreon, you've watched some of the report cards, you've seen one of the most recent ones that came out, and you probably got an idea where it's headed. So with that being said, I got my Ultimate Warrior cup here. Rest in peace. And we're going to dive right in to the Arrow Video library because basically this sale, it's ending, guys. The sale is over in a few hours. So if there's some Arrow stuff that you've been wanting to pick up, or there's some Arrow releases that you're just not quite sure of, or you just got a cinephile in your house that you think would really love some of these releases, here's a chance to get them at a really, really good price. So let's do it. Let's dive right in, look at them here, and I'll give some recommendations along the way. You guys can recommend some as well. George, I can tell you this: your gifts from you actually came into play into two of my Patreon videos. But here we go, because we're about to look at Arrow, and I'm very excited. All right, so I'm going to bring it up here on the screen so I can see it big. So it starts out right here. I'm going from highest to lowest. I figure this is the best way to do this. I'm not sure if I'm going to get through all 35 pages, but I will do my best for you guys because you know that I always try to do the best that I can. And if you guys have any recommendations here, like I always let people know if there's ones you got. I know George has a lot of these here, so there's stuff that I know that he can definitely recommend, and I'm sure a lot of you guys here picked up some of these along the way. So we start off with the Weird Wisconsin, the Bill Rebane collection. This is a really cool one. I actually I have the uh, the Wim Gruffy set, and that was from a good friend George. This is one that I haven't been able to pick up, but it's one that I really want. Bill Rebane is one of those regional direct film directors that I really kind of dig. He put out a lot of really cool stuff, and of course, for those that don't know, Blood Harvest is definitely a favorite of mine. Congratulations, you got into film school, man! I just noticed that. So, man, that is awesome. That's I can say I knew you in video, sir. We got a limited edition Blu-ray of Battle Royale. This is a gorgeous, like amazing set here. There is a 4K edition of this as well, though. I would definitely recommend the Weird Wisconsin Battle Royale. If you can get in 4K, get the 4K. But if not, just grab this edition right here. Vengeance Trails is incredible. I don't never seen the Survivor Ballads films. I don't think if I did, I don't remember them. Oh my God, what the hell just happened there? Um, But I definitely got to say, if you have not picked up these Sergio Martino films, now this is a rebox. Uh, so basically, these are films that already came out before. And actually, one of these films was in a previous, like a box set, limited edition box set. But if you never picked out those films, you never put them in the Sergio Martino collection, these are three really cool films. Definitely, I can highly recommend those. If you're a Giallo fan, you know you're going to want to get some Sergio Martino in your collection if you don't already have it there, especially your Voices Locked Room and Only I Have the Key. It's a really, really good title. Next up here, we see the Survivor Ballads. I'd mentioned that one before. The Demise Limited Edition. This is this. I think this is the second limited edition because initially it was a one that was out and was about as big. And thank you, Greg, for becoming a patron member. Uh, Hopefully you enjoy the videos that are coming up and the videos that I've been dropping over the last few days because there's a lot of them. And there's a live video coming up for Patreon as well. So we're going to be doing a live movie club on Patreon very, very soon. So I'll keep guys abreast of that. We got the Demise Trilogy here. Excellent films. Such a great set. Follow this up by Donnie Darko Limited 4K. Now, I was not the hugest Donnie Darko fan, but if you're going to get Donnie Darko, my God, is this ever the way to get it? It's a 4K release. It is loaded, full of stuff. You can't go wrong with this. Kenji Fukusako, I probably butchered that name. Release is really good. I've always wanted this Camera Obscura one, but I've got a couple of films already, so that's stopped me from getting it. Hey, Twisted Cinema, welcome out. Welcome to the Crimson Cult, which is the most exclusive cult for the Cult of Cinema. Because I have the Beast and I have Immortal Tales, so that's two of the four of these six already. If I had the Bones, I would definitely pick that up because it's a gorgeous looking box set, and I do love this director. Eric Romer's 100 Comedies and Proverbs is a really cool title here. But you know, there's got to be your jam. You got to be into Eric Romer. Same with Herschel Gordon Lewis. I really do kind of get a kick out of Herschel Gordon Lewis. I find these to be really fun. Excellent stuff. There's a fantastic documentary. If you're not a fan of like this kind of like cheaper kind of almost like I guess we will go with the regional horror, kind of like the blood and guts gore things of the time. And it's a very tame when it comes to modern day gore. Like this is not a definitely not one of those insanely gore ones. Like there was gore for its day. It was big for its day. But the Herschel and Lewis documentary is worth having all on its own. The Phantasm box set, again, I'm a huge Phantasm fan. You guys know how much I like the Don Coscarelli series, and I will always recommend that one there. Same with Jose Larraz. Is this his best work? No, but like neither were a couple of the other ones that I recommended. You've got to meet him. Oh man, I'm so jealous. The Jose Larraz, but these has at least we got Vampires on here. Werewolf was actually pretty good too. I have not yet watched The Coming of Sin. I think that's one that was a kind of a blind spot for me, and I haven't yet managed to sit down and watch it. Hey, they're welcome. We got the Gamma series, the Heisei era, which is like in incredible, like some of the best kaiju stuff that's been put out in the last well ever. It's one of the best kaiju trilogies you're ever going to see, and it's really really great stuff. Gamma series right here, strongly recommend it. Now this is the Showa era as well. We got the Showa era box set too. The sets, as you can see, when I go up like this, they really go together, and I definitely recommend them. The Showa era is going to be a lot more cheesy. You're going to get a lot more of the Kenny aspect of it. So remember the earlier cheesier, not the really early like Godzilla, because that had some serious stuff, but the cheesy Godzilla around like with the little kids and stuff. So the Showa era Gamma really kind of leans into that, and you gotta have gotta have a liking for that before you go into it. But I can easily put the Heisei era right there because it's so good. It is so good. Such good filmmaking. Such good. So many great features on there. I definitely recommend it. Battles with Honor and Humanity, the complete collection. I love these. Now my kids not huge fans of, of these here. They tried to watch them and they found them to be very dry. But I personally like them myself. I guess they're coming from a different era is what it is. We got Cinema Conflict here, and this, of course, films by Krzysztof Kieslowski. And Kieslowski is one of those. Yo, strange, and welcome, man. Is one of those directors that you either really like him or you don't. And I love Kieslowski's work. So Cinema Conflict, I definitely can easily recommend. Love plus Anarchism. Again, is another fantastic set. I got to grab this one myself down the road. This for Marx Brothers at Paramount One, 1929 to 1933. As a taste, a feel of like remember those indicator sets, those like the Bud Boddicker set and the Mae West set, which oh my God, everybody, I gotta get that Mae West set myself. Everybody should own the indicator Mae West set. Six Gothic Tales is a great box set. I have the original one of this. I lucked out. My better half actually said, we're not going to wait on this, Aaron, because if we do, you're going to end up like missing out on it, and then you're going to be looking to get this one on eBay or something like that because it's one that you're. Hey, Amy, welcome, Eric, man. I think you're going to like some of these. We're looking at some of the Arrow stuff here tonight. You're going to be really pissed if you do. And she was right. So we picked up the set, the initial one. This one is the one without the book, but still has all 6 films. Got Fall House of Usher, The Pit and Pendulum, Tales of Terror, The Raven, Haunted Palace, and Tomb of Ligeia. And man, are we off to a good start. Look at this. That is the first page. Hey, Flickering Wave, welcome, man. That was the first page. And look how many choices, how many titles are there on the first page alone. I know that Amy recommended this one the last time that we're on the channel. I recommend the Ring Collection. I really do. Oh, the Mad Dog Morgan set Ice is going to be superb. I'm so excited about Mad Dog Morgan. I missed out on road games. I feel I really peeved that I missed out on road games. I really, really wanted that one. That's one of the most wanted indicator like editions that I don't have. The one that's kind of out of print. I wish I had a way to get it. But that Mad Dog Morgan said, I don't want to miss out on that one. Such a cool little film. Really like that movie. It's Dennis Hopper at his craziest, that's for sure. And it's a great film. It's a great film. The Ring Collection here, 100%. Like the features on this one, the films, the presentation, it's immaculate. They put out an initial box set with a book, but I hated the artwork on the initial box set for this, so I did wait, and I missed out on the book, but I did get in my opinion, much better artwork on the Ring Collection because I really prefer this artwork. We got Out One here, Major Dundee again, like a really cool film with Charlton Heston. It's a Sam Peckinpah release, and you gotta love yourself some Sam Peckinpah. Process of Iron, eventually zombies. I think that's going to happen. I think we'll eventually get that. We got the Family Values set here, the Taisho trilogy, Stray Cat Rock. Some people like say that this is a little bit too tame for them, but actually, hey there, Couch, welcome, man. I actually really like Stray Cat Rock. I think it's a really good series. Oh, there's so much good Arrow stuff. My beard here is getting all like my tea. I gotta trim this beard again. 4 film noir classics. Again, this one was out of print, I think, for a while. But it's back again now. Really good titles on here. I got a couple of these that were sent to me as a gift around a year or so ago. I've been 2 years now. 4 titles on here. are the Dark Mirror, Secret Behind the Door, Force of Evil, and the Big Combo. I know I have at least a Big Combo. Really, really good film. Strongly recommend it. The Complete Sartana. Like, if you like spaghetti westerns at all and Sartana is not yet in your collection, oh my God, why? This is so good. Yo, Dag, welcome, man. The Sartana set, 1,000,000% recommend that. That is literally facing me over in one of my cabinets there right now. We got the female prisoner scorpion set, which I still need to get this one. I really love this set. Uh, Great stuff on this one here right now. The Gamma Hisi trilogy, of course, the Steelbook edition. This is one of the kind of the negatives that I had up towards some of the newer stuff with Arrow. And hey there, Arch, welcome, man. And it's not a big negative. It's just that with the Zavi, kind of like doing the acquisition, we're getting a lot more of like steel books and doubles and triples and like a whole bunch. I guess there's a bunch of a way to choose from getting into the film, but it seems like they're kind of overloading it. But that's just me. We got a thin line, slim one here for the new Battles with Honor and Humanity. This one originally had a box set as well, but they got a slimline edition of it. So that's actually pretty cool. Easy way to get it. So that's on the Initiation. One of my favorites. One of my favorite underrated slasher films. Initiation stars Daphne Zuniga, and it is really freaking good. If you have never seen The Initiation, go in blind because it's a really good little kind of like a mystery to it, and it's actually got a good mystery. It's got a good, cool mystery to it for a slasher film. It it feels like the path is earned, and that's one of those that I have a old release of that one on DVD, but I do need to get a new one. Hey there, welcome. Chow back from Canada. Uh, Thanks. I really love like Jello films, so you'll see a lot more Jello stuff in the future, Mateo. All right, Love and Death. Now this set it's a really nice set, but this is not for everyone. This is the necromantic stuff. So if you don't like necromantic, hey, fellow Canadian, welcome. Uh, it's a cool title, man. I hope you like it a lot. Phantom Mall, yeah, really cool release. I haven't picked that one up yet myself. I did recently watch it tonight on the Arrow streaming service. I got to pick up that release. It's so good. We got Hellraiser trilogy on here. The Vengeance trilogy. This is amazing stuff. I'm sure Eric, the Asian movie enthusiast, is a big fan of these right here, and I love this stuff. This is so good. By the way, if you've never checked out Arrow's streaming service, it will make you buy more movies, and not just from Arrow, because their streaming service is pretty much, for me, it is the best streaming service that's going right now. Right along with, I know that you guys love Tubi, like right along with Tubi, they're just putting such good stuff. Now I watch Tubi for a lot of documentaries, a lot of comic book documentaries, but Arrow just recently and zombies, they just put in like the Lindsay Baker film. So if you want to see the Lindsay Baker films before you pick up that amazing Severance set, which I do recommend, like they're on Arrow right now. I knew you'd have it, Eric. The House Collection again. I love this one. This one, there was a North American edition, but only had the first two films in it. Oh yeah, I've looked at the shelves. It said extras too. That's one of the cool things. Much like they do with they did with their with Criterion did, and you'll see like a lot of iTunes extras. Arrow does. Uh, hey, you. Is that toast too much for you? Okay, well, open up that door. My Mr. Hubert is here tonight. But such a garden in these films. That's the thing, Twisted. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, it's like a lot of these people work out their issues on camera, so that's why they're a much nicer person. First, I've never seen. It is really worth buying. Hold on a second. I have the House Collection right over there, so I would just I'll just grab it. I don't have the Shaw Brothers set pre-ordered right now, but it's one that I 1,000,000% want to have. My better half is a huge fan of that. We actually overspent way more than we should have. Hence, like the donation link down below. It's always down there, but oh my God. If you want to help out, definitely help out. Because my better half's a huge Star Trek fan. And we went into a store and like a secondhand place. And he had every season of Deep Space Nine and Voyager and Enterprise, like just lined up right alongside of each other. And she did not even blink. Uh, she's like, okay, I don't care. We'll eat. We'll have bread sandwiches. She's been wanting Deep Space Nine forever. I gotta totally disagree. There's not only one good house film. There's way more than one good house film. There's three. I'll explain. Like, House is not even the best film in the House franchise. All right, so before I go any further, the shot set looks really amazing. Let's take a second, and don't worry, we're going to go back to it, but let's take 1 second to look at House. So this is House the Collection. I haven't seen the 2016 one, actually. There are 4 films right here in this stream, in these slimline cases. Each one of these have like their own like special like bonus features on their making ofs, that type of thing. So think the Critters box with all their making ofs. This is it's kind of like that. So there's House, which is the original. A lot of great special effects in here, kind of like Wim Cat, really good in this film. House 2 is really isn't equal to House. It really is. There's a lot more humor, kind of really great stuff in the second one, and I think people really underrate this one. Oh, that's right, though. But this is where it gets super good. So there's a movie called The Horror Show. Now, over here it was called The Horror Show, but over in Europe it was called House 3. And this is, honestly, it's just as good as the first 2 films. It has nothing to do with the other 2, but it's much in the line of Shocker. But in my opinion, I actually like this better than Wes Craven's Shocker. I really think that one of the great things about this is we got Lance Henriksen, the lead actor too. Oh God, I can't remember his name now. It's been a while. Brian James. Yeah, there it is. Brian James really commits to the role right here, and it is super good. It's so much fun, and you're gonna enjoy it right from the beginning because it starts out with it goes full nonstop right at the beginning of it, and there is House 4, which is okay. It's all right. It's not nothing groundbreaks, nothing super, but definitely one that I do enjoy. So let's get back to the thing right now. House 3 is a great one. I really do love House 3. We got the comic here, which I don't think anybody is gonna like say is their favorite film. Who knows? Maybe this is somebody's favorite film, and I don't really know it. But we got like Demons, the 4K edition right here, and Demons 2 4K edition, and these are gorgeous. These are real nice 4K editions. They do include the Blu-ray Steelbook. Booklet with the set, not the set that I got. Like there was a booklet initially, Couch, with the original set, but there's so many features on their Couch that you're not going to miss anything without having the booklet because they're loaded. I mean, they are loaded with special features like reversible artwork, like features upon features upon features. The house set is really worth owning. The Demons ones too are ones that I definitely got to grab. We got here Graveyards of Honor, which is a really cool little set. I definitely recommend this one. I don't have this one yet. I do want to grab it though. Tales from the Urban Jungle. It's Brute Force and the Naked City. And again, they've done this thing of like doing kind of a repackaging of 2 films that were already out, which is okay. I mean, like it's interesting to do, especially with the Arrow Academy line now gone. But it was a way to like repackage 2 Arrow Academy lines in a new in new packaging. I don't think this is a new scan. I'm not quite sure. But I do like both those films. So if you're a Burt Lancaster fan, you're definitely going to want to check that out. It's really great stuff. Got a 4K of Tremors here, an amazing 4K of Crash. The special edition box set out was just utterly gorgeous. Old Boy in 4K again, another really really cool film. It'll mentally wreck you, but it's a great film. And if you've never seen it, please go in blind because the twist is utterly insane, but it's earned. One Cut of the Dead, Hollywood edition. This is a really cool film. This is by Third Window Films, one of the partner labels, like somebody mentioned there before. No, Mr. Nutsack from Chakra. That's a cool. Yeah. Um, there's like just like Vinegar Syndrome, Arrow has a bunch of partner labels as well. We have the Tsukamoto like ones here. We got Killing, Haze, and Denshu Kozo. We got a trilogy of films there. We got the Krzysztof Kozlowski's Decalogue, which I do think everybody should own. It's a really cool set. I got the Blood Hunger like films. They're super cool. Well, you took a first date to see Crash. Well, put it to you this way: did you get a second date? If you got a second date, Greg, then that's cool. That's super cool. Cinema Paradiso again. I don't have 4K this one. I do have to get this one eventually. Man, do I love this film. Is this a filmmaker's film? Is your favorite director Tsukamoto? Well, you picked a good director, man. He's a great director. Man, do I love this film. If you like cinema at all, if you're going to film school, make sure you watch Cinema Paradiso because it is a great one. One Miscalled Trilogy, way underrated. I actually bought this one when initially had this kind of like, does a celebrity have this kind of cool, kind of not a lenticular slipcover, but it has kind of this weird texture on it that I really kind of dig. Of course, there is a Blu-ray of Crash. If you're not a 4K person, we have the Tremors on Blu-ray here, the Human Condition. This is one heck of a long watch, but if you're into this one, this is you can get it here. Oh no, you can't. It's sold out. Checkmate is here. So many great stuff. So much great stuff. We got King of New York, which is 4K. Cinema Paradiso, such a good film, Dag. I can watch that one any day, like anytime I can put that one and watch. It's a long film too, but it's just such a good film. That's the thing. Doesn't matter the length of a film. If you get a film and it's really good, you're like, I don't care. I can watch this. Hey there, Dungeon. Welcome, man. So yeah, it's a very cool film. It really sticks out. Pitch Black 4K here as well. We got I'm trying to get your video, your message to show the video, man. Uh, we're on to page 4, and oh my god, have we had so much cool stuff come out already? Look at the Goblin Blu-ray release. They did have some Criterion level Italian cinema and Arrow Academy. They did. They had some amazing stuff. Bicycle Thieves, Salvatore Galino, the Conformist. So much great stuff. Did he really? I don't know if I've seen that or not. If I didn't, I got to check it out. Of course, there's Blu-rays for both Cinema Paradiso and King of New York here. Uh, so many good films. I'm just gonna pass by some of these. But if there's any here that you think that somebody should pick up, anything indicator, man. I just anything indicator. They're just such good company. Like they're amazing. I get a chance. Like it's late. I work tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to go through this. Kind of quickly go through this for you guys. I'll try to look at indicator afterwards. We have some cool, interesting, unique titles here. A lot of different like foreign titles, a lot of different stuff that I'm not going to get into tonight, unfortunately. But there's so much good stuff here that we're just kind of passing by, and I do apologize that I got to do that. But unfortunately, to get through all these here, I definitely do. Um, Too bad this is still sold out. The Pistol for Ringo, the Return of Ringo. This ever comes back in, guys, pick it up. It's really freaking good. I desperately need more Czech cinemas in my collection because I do love Czech cinema. Got Threshold here, Brother of Satan. You gotta love this one. $10. $10 for Brother of Satan. It's a steal of a deal. They do a lot of Eastern European. Sorry. 11 pieces here. We got Pluto right here. There's just so much with their other labels as well. You just gotta kind of just dive right through because they're and I mean like these aren't like little films. They're like there's some really really good films. There's some really unique, quirky stuff, and some really fun like stuff to look into. See over the edges right there. Giants and Ties is here as well. It's a really cool one. Lecture My Love is there. I would love to get soundtrack to that. Actually, it's such a good film. Return Ring was such a good film. Jodorowsky's The Holy Mountain there. I apologize, I'm going through it so quick. TL2 Sisters, I definitely recommend this one. I gotta give this to myself. Great film. Tetsu, the Iron Man and Body Hammer, this double feature of Tetsu. I got that one sent to me. I was so excited when I did because I'd seen the first Tetsu. Hey there, Trash. Welcome, man. But had not yet seen the second Tetsu film. I still this is I'm so curious on the Pink films, volume 5 and 6. Really am. Death Has Blue Eyes. I gotta watch this one actually. This is it's kind of Vigiallo, kind of spy, sort of like kind of a combination of both. So really unique. Switchblade Sisters. I remember grabbing this one back in the day from Tarantino's company that he did, with his distribution company that he had. Because I'm pretty sure this is a Jack Hill film, and I really, really dug it. Bloodthirsty Trilogy. Now, I thought this was out of stock the last time that I looked. But if it's back in stock now, if you have yet to pick up the Bloodthirsty Trilogy, or if you know somebody that loves vampire films, especially the Hammer era of vampire films, then get them the Bloodthirsty Trilogy. They will thank you for it when they finally watch it, when they open up on Christmas Day. They'll thank you for that one. I got that one, and that was a Christmas gift for me actually, about a year or so ago, and I really, really enjoyed it. I had the Criterion edition of Valerie and A Week of Wonders, but £10, not actually not bad at all for that. It's a really good release. Got Crimes of Passion. This has both cuts of the film on there. Really great Ken Russell film. If you're not a fan of Ken Russell, I mean, like, dive into his stuff. I know that for some people, Ken Russell can be a bit like unusual, but really give him a chance because Ken Russell really deserves it. Such great stuff. You do need to pick a Valerie. It's really good and flickering. Sister Street Fighter Collection again. Super cool stuff. Do not get this mixed up with Lady Street Fighter, which is a much different film. And I always get asked about that whenever I show Lady Street Fighter, which is an AGFA release on my channel. People tend to get it mixed up with Sister Street Fighter. Oh, did you read with the Jezebels? Nice. Swinging Cheerleaders. Again, I love titles like this. But we got the Haunted Palace, which is a classic right here. Everybody owns or should own RoboCop. It's such an amazing film. This was a gift for me, uh, and I really was excited when I got it. It was like in the limited edition set. Uh, yeah, I watched this a lot actually. Invasion of the Body Snatchers is another really good release, and Arrow does for me has the best release of this film. I'm a huge fan of this film. It's my favorite of the different Body Snatcher films that are out there. The Philip Kaufman version for me is, and I know this is kind of sacrilege to some people who love the original because I do love the original. I saw it when I was a kid, and I saw it when I got older. But the Philip Kaufman one does stand for me the test of time just a bit more, and it scares me more than the original does. I just love this film. I really do, and I could watch this anytime. It's one of those go to for me. Like it's definitely in some of my top sci-fi horror releases. And apologize if I'm going through certain ones. I'm just not mentioning everyone. I'm just kind of mentioning some other stuff. I think they'll be very similar, but it's the good thing is that like although those are getting reissued in the U.S. as well, like over in the UK, this is the first time uh, about this is the first time actually uh, getting out in the UK, and it's really nice to see the company like kind of reach out and get some kind of weird, unique titles over in the UK. Now, FM, great soundtrack on this one. I actually had a 8 track of this actually. And not that I bought back today, that I bought like more in more recent times. It's an interesting title. I mean, we got Calabas here, Street Mobster, Blade the Immortal, of course. Very cool film. Frankenhooker, really, yeah, you can't go wrong with Frankenhooker, or you can't go really wrong with much of Frank Henlauter's work. Henlauter just does such good stuff, and such an underrated guy. Mara Babas, Eric the Conqueror here includes the DVD. So this is old school. Definitely one to grab, guys. I'm not sure if this goes out, if it's going to come back in again, but very cool to see that one there. You can get some of the Hiroshika and those ones on their own, like the Go Go Girls, if you don't want to grab the box set itself. My name is Julia Ross. This is such an amazing film. I love this movie. I actually watched this one when I had the Criterion Channel, of all things. Well, I don't have the Criterion Channel anymore because it's just too damn expensive, unfortunately. But My Name is Julia Ross is so good. It was remade years later. Um, as God, what was it renamed as? Roddy McDowell was in it. I actually have the movie downstairs too, the remake of it. But basically, it's she wakes up and she's told that she's not who she thinks she is. She's married to this guy. It's a really cool little film. Anyway, so you've never seen it, just go in blind. It's a really really cool one. Elvira looks like it's sold out there as well. We got like Sleeping Dogs here with Sam Neill. Edge of the Axe is a lot of fun. Jose Larraz, it's this is not one of his more groundbreaking films, but still, it's a fun like slasher film with a lot to like about it. Really, there's a lot to love about that film, and the cover is amazing. The cover does not. It's not like that. It's not like this big mass slasher going around. Not to the extent that makes it seem like on the box. Some Fassbender stuff, but I can't do Fassbender very often. I mean, I find him kind of depressing. But That's me, right? Scared Stiff, a fun film. 12 Monkeys, of course, Schlock. It's a lot of fun too with the movie Schlock there. Maniac Cop, everybody has this, but if you don't have it, gotta get it. It's really, really good. Takeshi Mikai's Happiness to Katakara's is a insane film. And 80s computer fans, definitely 80s computer fans. I forgot about that, man. And that's a huge part of the storyline. Definitely worth picking up, man. Contamination is really good, but not only is the film a really fun release, but there's a really great I think we're in a 60-minute long interview with the I think Fassbender is amazing, man. It's just it's like when Hind she can't watch Bergman because she gets depressed by him. Uh, I feel the same way about Fassbender sometimes. Though amazing stuff. Uh, Lucio Cosi, the director of Contamination, does an interview. It's an hour-long interview, and my God, it's one of the most fascinating sit-down interviews that I've listened to. He's just so much stuff that he's done over the years. He started like in writing, doing fanzines and stuff like that. You do, man. We got Hellraiser here, of course. Blood Tide is a lot of fun. Of course, that is the gorgeous ship girls playing Mandy Winger on Dallas. I'm a Dallas fan, guys. Zero Buzz. You guys know I love my Nico Mastarakis, and this is what definitely is his best, in my opinion. Zero Buzz is such a cool film because you go in thinking it's one thing, and it's totally 1,000,000% not that. Uh, Really, really good movie. If you don't own Zero Buzz, get on that because this is a really good film, and it is really well done. Even if you've never liked much Nico Mastarakis' work before, I do think that's one that pretty much anybody can get behind. One of the newer kind of low budget indie films that I saw over the last year or so was Empty Ink. And man, did I enjoy this film. Not quite sure about anybody else, but holy crap, did I love Empty Ink. It just had this kind of Twilight Zone aspect to it. And it has some really, really great twists throughout this film. It was shot in black and white. It's just a really good indie film. It's a sci-fi film, and a sci-fi set like 2 minutes in the future, basically so good, so well done. If you've never checked it out, definitely worth a watch. And for £8, that's a really good price for that one right there. We got Suture here again. Yeah, another really good film. Sweet Smell Success. One of the best written films ever out there. As a writer, and for a while, guys, that's how I made my living. That's how I put food on the table. So taking this like this is a great as a film viewer, it's a fantastic watch. But as a writer, Zero Buys is incredible, man. You're trust me, coach. Pick that up. You will not regret it. As a writer, this is one of the best written scripts with the best dialogue that I've come across. And writing in film, that's one of the things that I personally look into myself. Yeah, One Eye Jack's here with Marlon Brando. Close Ups Are Trains actually is a pretty cool film. If you've never checked that out, I actually like that one. Um, Death Smiles on a Murder. I'm trying to remember if that's the one I liked or the one I didn't like. I think the Joe D'Amato, it was less sleazy than I expected it to be. But yeah, I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. The Initiation, I love. I love this movie. I don't know this edition of it. I wish I did because this is such a good movie. One of my favorite slasher films, one of those underrated ones, kind of flew under the wire. Because at the time there's a whole glut of slasher films, a whole bunch of them were coming out at the time. So there was always going to be like one or two at least really kind of gems that kind of just flew under the wire that most people didn't see. Initiation is one of those. And Zuniga, who did a few horror films over the years, this is her best. Like 100%. Woman on the Run, Tilly for Tears. We got some fun stuff here. Anything Dan Dury is really good. Beyond the Door, I actually like this one. It's a very cool title. We got Hagazusa. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Love this one. What have you done to Solange? If you like Jallo, if you are in to I do need to rewatch it, man. Because when I saw it, I was actually pretty sick. Sartana. I would go with Sartana. Like they're both amazing, Sean. Um, but tell you what, maybe I can help you out a bit. Um, I have the Sartana collection right here. I'll just go grab it. I'll give you an idea. Please don't. It is. I'm like, it's the most unofficial trilogy ever. Uh, all right, so we'll dive out of there for a second. But we'll get back. I do promise to get right back to it. So this is the Sartana collection, Sean. So here is the. There was initially had like a bigger. I think it was a bigger one with a bigger booklet. Maybe I'm not sure. This is the no. This is the limited edition one. So the only thing you're missing is a booklet. It is loaded with special features. The artwork on the inside is incredible. So you have stuff like Sartana here, trade your pistol for a coffin. There's like alternate artwork too, by the way. If you meet Sartana, pray for your death. I am Sartana, your angel of death. Really, really cool stuff. Have a good funeral, my friend. Sartana will pay. Can you not love titles like this? Light the fuse, Sartana's coming. Each of these here, by the way, we got stuff here like interviews with George Hilton, interviews with actor Tony Askin on here. We have like audio commentaries, brand new interviews with the writer-director, Gianfranco Parolini. We have a video essay to the many familiar faces in Sartana films. You get more commentaries. You get more interviews with we got interviews with Ernesto Gastaldi, one of the great Italian like writers. Period. You get an audio commentary with C. Courtney Joyner on here. Brand new interview with some of the actors, including some more visual essays, as well as getting like archival featurettes, brand new interviews. Again, another interview with Ernesto Gastaldi. So a lot of really great stuff. I do recommend it. It is a great set, Sean. And Grand Duel is a really good film, but this here is 5 really good films. And Sartana is very, very good. Yeah. You won't go wrong with the Sartana set. I do actually love it. I know it is sad, man. Rest in peace. Yeah, it's a really good one. I do recommend it. If you got the bones to get it, man, I do recommend that film. Again, we got Creepshow 2, the standard edition there. I should have grabbed the other edition of that one actually when it came out, but I do have the old '88 films edition of it, so I do have something. We got Invisible Man Appear. These are fun actually. There are two Invisible Man films that were done over in Japan, and they're super cool. Daily Manners here. This is another cool one by Jose Larraz. Uh, was she on it? She probably was actually. I'd have to look back. It's been a while since the 8.5. And Isn't Real is again it's a mind bender of a film. It's a fun one. Speaking of mind benders, the game is really good. Fall the House Fletcher, Wake Up and Kill. Phenomen's got a big edition coming out now, so I'd say wait on that one because it's sold out anyway. Apparently, people I guess are buying it for really cheap to see what it's like before they buy it. We got Doom Asylum, which is cheesy fun. The car again is cheesy fun. You have the Hiroshima? I don't have that release. I don't think. Texas Audio. It's really good. I should really like that film. Secret Beyond the Door is here. You got Blood Rage. That doesn't. That's yeah. Cranberry sauce. Oh yeah, George. 100%. 100%. Yeah. Hopefully the Nobody films will get like eventually get like get the whole series of them get a release down the road. I would like to see that. Rollerballs here, not for everybody, but I really do love Rollerball. Obsession, Brian De Palma's version of Vertigo, and I know it's sacrilege, but I like it better than Vertigo. It has a happier ending, and sometimes Aaron needs a happier ending. So much great stuff here, guys. So much great stuff. DEFCON 4 shot in Halifax, Nova Scotia. I live in Nova Scotia, by the way. We got Double Face is a really cool film. I really like this movie. I actually rewatched this one just recently on their streaming service, and I got to pick this up. I really dug this film. Some really great twists in this one. Back to Dawn is here. The Sender is here. We got the Raven, the Tales of Terror Network, one of my favorite movies of all time. Talk about movies that have incredible scripts. I could rewatch Network a lot. For those that don't know, like the first thing that I ever did when I got out of school was journalism. That's what I went in for. Uh, is World Cup 2 OP? So I'm not sure. Journalism, my journalism, like that I did, that's helped me out a lot over the years. And Network is just one of those movies that I go back to, and it's just like it's more relevant every day. It really is. Trapped Alive. My dad has this one. I really don't remember this movie, not for the life of me. I got to watch it next time I'm down to his place. Uh, Grand Duel is there with Lee Van Cleef again. I have this was a great film. Uh, Yakuza Laws here. The Annihilators, a lot of fun with that one. The Driller Killer. It's not my favorite of Bill Frere. Rafifi. It's a must. uh, Nice rewording of it, Kubrick. Rafifi is a must, like 100%. Rafifi is a must. Raising Cain again, underrated one there. George, you really got to get on Network. It's such a good film. Definitely something that like as is more definitely more shocking now than it was even back then. I wanted the Canadian edition of The Woman because it had the extra film on there. The Beast, of course, is one of the. God, I'm not even going to say the name because I will butcher that name. But the director, I love the director. There's a whole bunch of titles here, like a lot, of course. The Wind actually is another good Mika Mastarakis film. We got Wings Hauser, younger Meg Foster with my God, Meg Foster's eyes. Like it almost seems like a some kind of like trick of the light. Her eyes are so blue and just incredible. So basically, this is a really great film. If you haven't seen it, definitely check out The Wind. I really like that one. It's fun. I mean, Elba Frere is a good director. He's a solid director. Deep Red's great, but Deep Red is almost Sean at the point where, like we're like Friday the 13th. I'm not sure if you're into Friday the 13th, but if you watch the Friday 13th films, a lot of people say, well, watch part 4 first because part four is like a really good combination of everything that was good about the first three. Um, but you kind of lose out when you start on like Friday four because you've hit the combination point, so you can't really appreciate as much what's come before. So I wouldn't start with. I really wouldn't start with Deep Red. But I would start. There are some great ones out there. I would look at things like Tenebrae. I would look at films like The Birth Crystal Plumage, and for if you're with Argento, right? But also look at Sergio Martino's work and the early work, Lucha Foot, Don't Torture Duckling. Such a good film, such a good Giallo film, and a good film in general. So even if you're not really into Giallos, things like Don't Torture Duckling, Birth Crystal Plumage, they have the tropes there, but they do. There are solid films even outside of that genre. I love Scalpel. Scalpel is one of my favorites. It's a Southern Gothic film. My better half got it from me 2 years ago, and adore this movie. Like, for those who don't know, I'm like, unfortunately, this one's sold out, but like, this is what's her name again? She was like a soap opera star in this one, and it's so well done. So we got like Robert Lansing is the lead in this one. Yeah, Judith Chapman. So Judith Chapman did like a lot of soap opera work. How could you not like Don't Torture Duckling? It's almost a perfect film, not just like a perfect Jello film, but it is literally a one almost a perfect film. Rewatch that film, man. Hard Hand, cool one there. Evil Ed is not for everybody. I'll be honest with you. I enjoyed it, but again, not for everybody. Madman is fun cheese. Like, don't expect going into Madman expecting like a really great slasher film, but it's a lot of fun and a lot of weirdness to it. Society, I really like that one. Sold out, unfortunately, but again, it was one of those films that you either like it or you don't. Um, we got the Killers. The original Killers is really good. The remake is for in the 50s is good as well, but with John Cassavetes, but the original is the one to go with. You want the original Society. The Prey. I got to rewatch this actually. 52 Pickup. I will definitely swear on this one. This one's really good, and 52 Pickup is one of those movies that could have like been like okay. It could have been an okay film, like one of those. It could have been kind of middle of the road. But what really kind of brings it above that is its cast. Its cast is incredible, and like having guys like John Glover in there's playing like one of the bad guys, just so well done. So 50, and there's because the director John Frankenheimer, kind of liked some of the adult actors, like some of the adult films. He like sprinkled some adult actors throughout the film. So it's kind of neat to actually watch 52 Pickup. And if you know the earlier adult films, you'll see some adult actors and actresses in like in very non-adult roles in the film. Clarence Williams III rocked in that. He so did good in that film, man. Eaten Alive, again, underrated Tobe Hooper film, underrated as hell. We got Conan Tate. I'm not a big Adam Baldwin fan as a person, but that's a good movie. Malatesta's Carnival of Blood. Really like that film. Um, Premonition is actually a really good film. Really, really underrated. Premonition. Is there a spot the adult actors? See, I got the Kino edition of 52 Pickup Ice, so I really got to pick up that edition. I got to get that down the road. Mutilator is a lot of fun. You can buy the house films on their own, but buy the box set. It's the best way to do it. Harvey Keitel. Harvey Keitel you're thinking about is like Two Evil Eyes, I think. Good film, not a Giallo though. Like definitely not a Giallo. Um, Dark Blue, really good Kurt Russell film here. Videodrome. I got the special edition of this one, and I like this one so much. Got the special edition of this one, and I have the Criterion as well. I really love this film. Red Queen Kill Sometimes are really fun. Giallo, not a first go to, but once you've watched a few Giallos, it's definitely one to because it'll scratch that itch for you, man. Big Trouble in Little China. I don't know anybody that doesn't like that film. Actually, the villainess is here. Altman's Images is unfortunately sold out. Massacre Gun's actually a lot of fun. Debbie to Don, if you like the lower budget stuff, it's yeah. I thought it was a lot of fun, but to each his own when it comes to that style. Hard to Kill is a Nika Mastorakis like action film. At the time, I think Brian Thompson was dating the Nika Mastorakis' daughter or niece or something like that. So he would show up in a lot of his films, and he got to take the lead in this one. I got Horror Express, which I was so glad to finally grab this one. Such a good film. Um, those of like Satan's Blade, it's crap, but I love it. Like it's so crap. Like I would never look at anybody like in the eyes and say, "Satan's Blade, what a good movie." I enjoyed the hell out of it. It's not a good movie though. Oh, the special features on DVD Down are insane, man. I actually don't have the physical copy of DVD Down, but when they did like a big sale a while back, around a year ago, I picked it up for like $1.99 on iTunes with the special features. American Werewolf for London, great film. Not as good as The Howling, in my opinion, but still a really great like werewolf film. I love them both. Coffee, I think, is Pam Grier's best film. I really do. I think it's the best thing she's ever done. I love her other films, but just this really, really stands out. Um, Pulse, a lot of fun with Pulse. I'm going to say it. I like Southland Tales. So a lot of people hated this film. I didn't mind it. The Glass Key, again, it's a classic. The Train with Burt Lancaster, everybody showing The Train. It's such a good movie. Pieces, it's so insane. Yes, Pieces is the one to own. Bicycle Thieves, again, an incredible film. An incredible film. Miracle Mile is highly underrated. Spirit Werewolf films. I like that. No, actually. Sego 2. Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia. Even if you were like, see, is this the limited edition? Because there was a limited edition. Uh, no. So if you picked up this one as a limited edition version, like, congratulations, because you got a huge, like, gigantic documentary on Peckinpah. It was the best thing they ever done on Peckinpah with like 8 hours of like bonus like content. So congratulations if you got that. The Slayers, kind of cheesy fun. After Midnight's pretty cool. If you're in Loathing Las Vegas, I love this film. It's just such a lovely, weird film. Tower of London, of course, Spotlight on Murder again. Incredible stuff. We got Mona Lisa. Everybody should own Mona Lisa too. Another really great film. It is great. It is really great. We got Nightfall here. Hands of Love is a newer one. People keep telling me I got to watch Hands of Love. I haven't got around to it yet. We got Warning from Space here. Return the Killer Tomatoes. I love Return of the Killer Tomatoes, actually. Early role for early role for George Clooney. Burt Lancaster, Ava Gardner, the best version of the killers out there. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 took me a long time to like this one, but eventually I actually did come to like it. I'm actually very intrigued by the new Texas Chainsaw one that's going to be coming out to Netflix, and super stoked about the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, by the way. Cemeteries of the Cross is written by Dario Argento. Unfortunately, that one's sold out. That's actually a really good one. Carrie, well, it's a classic. There's been like three versions of Carrie, I think, so far, like three or four. There's Carrie, then there was a TV remake that was a two-part miniseries. Then there's a new Carrie, and of course, there's Carrie the Musical, which is incredible. If you've never listened to the soundtrack of Carrie the Musical, get on that because it's really good. Carrie the Musical, Next to Normal, Heather's the Musical. Those soundtracks should be in everybody's. Like, if you got a Spotify account or an iTunes account, listen to them. They're really worth it. Best to Kill is incredible. We got like Nightbreed here, some great stuff. It's fun. Like it's not meant to be a good movie. Santa Claus Counting the Martians. It's to be one of those fun films that you watch with some friends. It's an MST3K style film. Yeah, they do put both aspect ratios. Well, like Arrow up kind of one up Criterion. in a lot of cases, especially like lately. Like, let's not be honest, Criterion is not the Criterion of old. We got Matinee here. The Apartment's a really fun film. If you've never seen it, Dr. Fives saw it unfortunately, but the limited edition, we did the limited instead of that one. Like, it was really worth getting. It was like super cheap too. Um, the Fire Country, such an incredible western. The Burbs, really like the Burbs. Exterminator again. Ginty. I like Ginty. I think he's really well. Uh, they're doing like a new Boondock Saints movie. I'm iffy on that because I wasn't too big on the second one, but really love the first one. Incredible Shrinking Man's really good. Ramrod's a great film there. And Dark City, Weird Science. I love Weird Science. Wreck, of course. I'm a huge fan of Wreck. I've got the Scream Factory like box set of that. Candyman, a classic, and I do love the new Candyman as well. Um, Children of Men, it's one of the more modern ones. Howling 2, not a good movie, but a fun movie. We got Vamp, was a ton of fun. I love Rawhead Rex, I really do. I got the Kino edition of that one, but it's a really cool film. Comedy of Terrors, just so much greatness with that. There's Deep Red right there, a great like Giallo film, and definitely earns its place as one of the greatest Giallos of all time. People Under Stairs, again, love that. Versus is here. They're going with the Tongue of Fire. Dead End Drive-In's really, really cool, really fun. The Stuff. Like, this was one of my friendship tests for a while. Like, I would show girlfriends Grease too, and I would show like some of my friends the movies like The Stuff. And if they got the Larry Cohen, if they like Larry Cohen, if they like the stuff, that was kind of like, yeah, those are cool guys. I want to hang out with those those people. Life Force is a lot of fun. You would be surprised. I mean, like actors are in this, including Picard himself, so Patrick Stewart. There's Birth, Curse, of Plymouth, To Live and Die in L.A. One of the best Neo Noir films ever made, just ever made, with like such a good song. To Live and Die in L.A. is an amazing song by Wang Chung. Death Walks on Our Yields and Death Walks at Midnight. Like these, you got on these. Exorcist 3, still the best sequel The Exorcist ever made. Day of Anger is a really good film with Lee Van Cleef. We got Cat Nine Tails, which is for me it's the lesser Argento. Like I like Sleepless probably better than Cat Nine Tails, but I do enjoy this film. And that's because of the kind of the pseudoscience used in this one. So, in a weird way, Cat o' Nine Tails and the TV series Riverdale have something in common. Let me check up. Yeah, To Live and Die in LA, Sean is in stock. That's a great film, man. With No Eye, again, that's one of my personal favorites. Not for everybody, but I do love it. You gotta love the robot too. Inside House Comics and Martians. The Witches is a very different type of film. I dug it. The Long Goodbye, Elliot Gould, utterly fantastic film. Love this movie. Bob and Carol and Ted Nellis again. Another one that I love. Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. Do I like this super much? Could I watch it again and own? I want to own it, but uh, oh my god, I don't know if I can go through it again. Foxy Brown, probably the one Pam Grier is most famous for. But Man in Thousand Faces, very cool little film. Major and the Minor is different. Give it, I'll say that. Chill Factors here. Trip to the Moon, it's a classic. We have like Slugs. You gotta love Slugs. You got like this is such a weird ass film, and this should not work. Nothing but Slugs should work, but oh my god, does it ever work? I knew you'd buy Merry Christmas. This is depressing as hell, man. Uh, so Why the Eye? Yeah, an incredible film. Um, Basically, Kamal was given what should have been a regular slasher script, but he made it so much more. If you're ever going to buy Why the Eye, buy this version. There's a documentary on Kamal's life, and it's utterly fascinating. Audition is an incredibly amazing film. I have the steelbook edition of that one actually. Steelbook edition of Audition. We got Black Cats, really cool. Thief. When they initially put this out, they put in a limited edition of this one, and the Criterion put this one out, but they botched it because the limited edition that Arrow put out had like the different versions of the film. Criterion didn't. Oh, did you like Unababa, by the way? I like that film. It scared me when I was a kid, man. That mask just freaked me right out. Yeah, you're gonna like the depressing aspect. Tenebrae, one of my favorite Argento films of all time. Runaway Train, best in canon films ever put out. Not gonna lie, it's a really solid, good film. Put a lot more fun, cheesy action films, but like actual solid, really, really good films. Uh, it's a canon film that could have won an Oscar if it didn't have the canon name on it. Wild Geese is one that I know my better half loves. Long Good Friday, again, an incredibly well made film. I can watch this any day of the week. I just love Bob Hoskins in this one. Pierce Brosnan as an almost silent killer is really, really good. Your Vice is Locked Room, not only the key is here. Again, another fantastic, fantastic film. Oh, nice. Birdemic is here. Is it a good film? No. Is it here? Yes. Some of these here, Black House ones, I would love to get some of these. Looks like Black Magic Rights is here for £6. That's a really good price, actually. I love that, like E Locals title. Uh, has Whipcord is here for £6. If you don't have that, Pete Walker's great Pete Walker film. Things to Come, double play for £6 here. Begged by Loverboy for £6. That's a Severn film. Holy shoot, that's a really good one. Ned Big Heat is here for £6. Like I'm shocked, lads. This is in stock. Two Orphan Vampires and Lips of Blood. Some really great genre Len films are here for £6 each. Cradle of Fear. I actually used to have this one. DVD back that day. I would love to have these genre Len films. And I'm also, oh, crap, man. Ghost Story is here. Actually, that's a more newer one. That's here for £6. Demoniacs is here. Oh, nice. For £6 as well. Dracula's Fiance, which is another genre Land film. Devil's Nightmare. I can't believe these are in stock. See these here? These are almost always sold out. Almost always sold out. Every time you look on here, these sell out really quickly. But they're all here now. So any UK people that want to get me a gift, I would love to have some of these Black Horse Black House stuff. We got Living Dead Girl, again, another incredible title. Such good stuff here. We got The Escapees, He Killed in Ecstasy, it's sold out. That was the Severn release. It's nice that they're like doing some other stuff here. Blood and Flesh, the real life and ghastly death of Al Adamson. The Severn one is here. It's a very good documentary. If you don't have the box set, I do recommend picking up at least the documentary. We got Marlon Brown's The Nightcomers is here. Killing of America, Severn titles. I'm surprised to see the Severn titles there. Yeah, they've been really kind of like going all out with the stuff they do. Nude Vampires here. Oh man. Howling 3 is here. I'm not sure who put that one out for them. Rape the Vampire, really good title. Got Asphyx, Schoolgirl Hitchhikers. I actually had that one. It's one of the only ones I have, the Maison Rouge. So you got Black House, they got Maison Rouge here. So I guess the Maison Rouge is their version of the kind of like the high class sexploitation films. Die Screaming Marianne is here. Wow, I'm like just wow! I did not know this stuff is here. Killer's Moon is here for £6. Doctor Terror's House Horrors. You know, in this movie, get on it. Like, get your ass on this film right now. Doctor Terror's House Horrors. Great one with I think there's an hour line like making of on here as well, like kind of like retrospective. Lady Frankenstein's another very cool title to have. Like these are super good pricing. Shiver the Vampire. So this is the only I think genre one that I own. I would kill to have some of these genre stuff. Man, talk about bad timing for me. Dracula's Daughter is here. Jess Franco. Right, right. So Frankenstein's here. Nice. Here's Crimson Color. Crimson Color. It is a Crimson Color. Symphony of the St. Valentine. I own this one. I love this film, actually. Demons is here. Night the Haunted right here. I do too much. My God, there's so many. Felicity, which is a really good like Severin title. I definitely recommend this one. It's got 3 films on it. Dealer than the Mail here. So yeah, guys, there's like as we get through closer to the end of this, as this, uh, holy crap, Cinematech, I agree. Um, there's just some like real big like surprises and real big like eyes and musts right at the end of this here. Come near the end, so it's a good thing we went right to the end of this. Just so much good stuff. Now we're into the DVDs right now. I'm just going through just in case there's something here that I really miss out on. The Blu-ray there, America Seen by a Frenchman for £5. It's actually not bad at all. 16 candles for £5. That's actually really good. The Anime Rama 1001 Nights Cleopatra limited edition ones here. And The Big Clock, a really good film with Ray Milland and Charles Lawton. If you have never seen this one, I definitely recommend it, especially if you're a film noir fan. And we end it with like 2 really cool ones. Are Forbidden Photos of a Lady Above Suspicion. This is a really cool film by Lucio Ercole. You can pretty much watch Lucio Ercole. Actually, I'm waiting for my cousin to get back Cinematheque so we can actually watch that. Watch the Vinegar Syndrome titles. And Bloodstained Butterflies, another really cool, very different style giallo. So there you go, guys. I have not picked up like much Kino releases in the last little while. The last ones I got were sent to me by some great friends of the channel here, and people I'm going to be definitely doing like a video with in the near future. The like DJ Nupus and DJ Eco, and they got me the 2 Emmanuel and Emmanuel 2. Oh no, High School like Confidential is definitely one of the earlier ones. Ebola Syndrome. Oh yeah, it's an insane movie. I have no interest in it. Like, can I be blunt with you guys? Like, be honest. I know like, I'm in the minority when it comes to that, but I'll tell you right now, um, Ebola Syndrome might be, and I got the freaking like other, I got freaking that box set, that magnet set in my collection. Ebola Syndrome might be the first for like a Vinegar Syndrome title that I end up selling. Like I'll wait till it gets at a print, so I'll at least get my money back. But that's one of the few that I think I'm going to end up like not keeping. And it's not even that. I mean, it's just like for me, it's more than a little extreme. But for those like they're unaware, I'm I'm epileptic, and the last third of the Ebola syndrome has a whole ton of like seizures and stuff in it. And to be completely honest with you guys, that really isn't something that I care to sit down and watch. That's no enjoyment for me. That's like absolutely zero enjoyment. Needless to say, I get like no enjoyment at all out of watching a bunch of people have seizures on screen. No, not to that thing. Actually, I can watch the anime. Like, I think it's Noah Bars and just like not in a good way. Like, oh, that's the only way I'm going to watch it. Like, I want to listen to the commentary. That's like literally the only thing I want to see in it. So I'll like listen to the commentary, and I'll probably put down in the background when I'm doing something else, um, so that I can like I don't care to watch the film. Like I really don't give I don't care. I like Anthony Wong. I think he's a good actor, but it's not what I want to see him in. But I'll put on the commentary, listen to that because I want to at least get that out of it. Yeah, well, part of it. I started to watch it, and that's the one I knew my cousin was going to be interested in. I started to watch it. I was kind of like, it's not doing anything for me. No, I love Climax. Like I've seen Climax. Well, Gaspar Noé, right? Um, but Climax is different. It's just the way that it's done. Like there's a difference in that. And that one did have some stuff, and it did like make me feel uncomfortable. But it fit more. I guess I just didn't. I didn't. It doesn't nothing for me. Like category three is for for people that dig it like fantastic. I mean, I kind of get it, but it's not my jam. I was referring to High School Confidential because that's the title I know well. See, I don't feel it. I mean, like I get it. I mean, like I've seen some really good films that are like actually can kind of do the shock thing, but for me, do it right. And I've seen other category three films. I realized afterwards, I just didn't like it. But it's not my jam. So remember, guys, you don't have very much time to buy these Arrow films. This sale is almost over. I think the sale's over tomorrow. So if you want to pick up any of these Arrow titles, uh, it's going to have to be on soon. But always remember, there's great box sets in the Arrow library and stuff like the complete Sartana and the House, the complete the collection. Really, really good stuff. I can strongly recommend it. Tomorrow, I go back to work. Today was my day off. I had actually been hoping we'd get some donations or something here today. We didn't, unfortunately. Sometimes it's really lower when it comes to that type of stuff. But that's okay. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video and had fun with it. Here's the thing, though. I go back to work tomorrow. And the closer it gets to Christmas, the more stressful my job gets. I can honestly say I'm at the point where I'm kind of feeling, get a little pressing for a second. This is my day off. I never get 2 days off in a row anymore, not till way after Christmas. If I go to sleep now, then I got to wake up tomorrow and go to work for 8 hours, and I'm going to hate it. Really, I work Christmas Eve, by the way. That really sucks too. So I'm gonna say this now. I'm gonna put this like out there for people that are ordering stuff online and or just waiting for stuff to come in and stuff. If you call into a company or something to check on your orders, don't be a dick. Like don't be a jerk to people. You have it in your power to like take somebody's day and turn it like into crap by being an asshat on the phone, basically. But remember that the people on the other side, people that are working in those stores, people that are on the others, don't be a Karen. Yeah, who everybody hates Karen. If the people that are on the other side, on the other end of that phone, the supervisors, people, the managers that have to take all those complaints. They're working. This is not something they want to do. It's not nothing ever personal. If you're for when it comes to that, so don't be a Karen. There you go. Don't be a Karen. I got to get a don't be a Karen T-shirt in my store. Actually, I'm gonna make one. I just want to get a good one for it. All right, there you go. That's my semi rant for tonight. Work does suck, Brian, but this is my job too. So this work doesn't suck so much. It can be just as stressful at times because right now I'm actually working on getting through a bunch of like stuff that I have to review. I have some stuff coming in recently. I'm not working Christmas, although I'm working Christmas Eve. And yeah, mean people suck. If you're mean, if you're a Karen, you're karma. Karma's a bitch, guys. But bitch will get you. Bitch will get you. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this, and I'm going to do this while I'm here because I'm going to forget if I don't. Give me a second. I do not want to forget this, and I promised you guys, and I will keep my promises. So if you stayed, you're smart. Indicator's newest announcements came out recently, and oh man, there's some great stuff here. So as you can see right here, we have a very cool, actually, kind of a classic horror film from 1933, Killing Tale of the Wailing Woman Who Kills Herself and Her Child for returning to haunt the living. Very cool Mexican horror film. Very excited to see this. We got a documentary on here, video appreciation, limited edition booklet. I'm super excited. 2,000 copies for the UK, 4,000 copies for the world. Very, very, very excited to see this one. You should try. Should start a channel. Yeah, Fan of the Monster, another Mexican horror film like being put out. These I did not expect these to come at all. Oh, Matt, have a great evening, man. Like 1933, 1934. We get a video appreciation here. We get a limited edition booklet. It's just, I'm amazed to see these. Like the fact these are out, being put out. Not surprised that it was put up by Indicator, though. Like they just do great stuff. We got a new Bud Boddicker one, written and directed by Bud Boddicker, Time for Dying, with Richard Lapp. Final Western of the genres, from one of the genre's greatest directors, Bud Boddicker, and it's true, he does great stuff. And the last screen appearance of war hero turned movie star, an actual war hero. Not a John Wayne, an actual war hero. God actually went to war. Audie Murphy. And the To Hell and Back is actually like a story about his life. Hey, Mr. Tony, welcome, man. You're coming at the end, but glad to see you here, man. We got another commentary with C. Courtney Joyner and Henry Park here, an appreciation by filmmaker and author Christopher Petit. We have Just Like Jesse James, Kim Newman, to discuss the many film trails of the famed outlaw. We got a nice booklet on here as well. Such a cool release. Super stoked to see this one. And it had to happen. It did. This sexy edition of Mad Dog Morgan, uh, directed by Philip Morat, who did Howling 2 and Howling 3. I'm not joking. He did, and he did the Beast Within too. But this is a very different film for him. So this is about about the Australian outback like hero, kind of like outlaw Mad Dog Morgan. Um, We got 2 presentations of the film. Our 103-minute director's cut of the film, the 95-minute UK theatrical cut of the film. We got a commentary with the director and film critic Jake Wilson. We have another audio commentary with the writer director Philip Moore from back in 2009. We got to shoot a Mad Dog behind the scenes documentary. If that's a documentary on the Trauma one, oh my God, it's so good. We got Hopping Mad, more reflects on the making of Mad Dog. Morgan from 2019. That's our Mad Dog, a conversation with Dennis Hopper. I really need to update this one because I just have the Trauma Masterpiece edition, and I need to get the Blu-ray for this one. Not Quite Hollywood interview excerpts, Mad Country shooting location revisited. By the way, the documentary, like the making of this, holy crap, it's insane. As was Dennis Hopper when he was making this film. Limited edition 80-page booklet here, booklet. It's not 80 pages, not a booklet, it's a book. With some great stuff. Did you do a poster for this one? Can't see poster. You probably do have a poster, but not. If you do, amazing. If you don't, I'm cool with it. But still, I would love to see a poster in this one. Yeah, limited edition exclusive poster. We do have it. Such a good release. Oh no, Mad Dog Mark's not Dennis Hopper. It's Dennis Hopper stars in it, but there's a documentary on it and talking about like the way Dennis Hopper acted. Like he literally almost got kicked out of Australia while making this movie. He couldn't drive in Australia. I'll tell you that right now. He was not allowed to drive in Australia. All right, there you go. See, I kept my promise. I didn't forget. I got you to the indicator new announcements as well. So as always, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Remember, it costs nothing to be kind, especially this time of year. Let yourself be somebody that actually, is filled with the Christmas spirit, as opposed to letting this Christmas like stuff kind of like get to you and like stress you out. So so be kind to others, be kind to yourself. You do deserve it. You're an awesome person. You're right here, and you're a member of the Call to Cinema. And if you're even cooler, if you're a member of the Crimson Cult too. So there you go. But either way, you're cool, you're rocking, you're good in my book. Have a great, happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays, Mr. Tony. I will see you guys here soon again, because we're going to be doing a live movie club video over on Patreon very, very soon. I'll keep you guys updated on that. And there's a bunch more report cards coming out this week. All right. I am Aaron. You guys are the Call to Cinema. You guys rock. Thank you for joining me today and spending the evening with me while we sat back here and talked about some really, really cool films. We looked at a sale. Remember, it's only a few hours left for the Arrow sale. So if you do want to get anything that we've looked at over the last hour and a half, make sure you check it out. I will see you soon. And as always, just like Kubrick just said, right here in the Call to Cinema, there is always another movie. Have a great evening.